if you clicked on this video, you asked for a sign, a confirmation, you prayed a prayer, you did a meditation, and I am the result of the meditation. I am the result, the messenger, the middleman between the universe, God, source, and the collective, inspiring you to also be the star that you're meant to be, inspiring the world to bring more light into the universe, so more light into the planet. It is not by coincidence that you clicked on this video out of all videos on YouTube. I'm even hearing that at some point you have to trust the signs, all right? The synchronicities, the numbers that we see. This is all cool, but it's actual confirmation. So take it quite literally as a message from the universe and a message from God. You have worked so much that you have forgotten how to play. You have forgotten how to have fun. So only 0.001% of the people on the planet will find this video. I'm saying that so you understand that you are aligned with this timeline. What you are seeing from 2026 now, whenever you get here, 2027, 8, 9, and beyond, because this is a timeless video, you are going to see very clearly there are two different timelines. There is the old timeline, the old way of doing things, the old way of receiving resources, and money used to be just the currency we used to focus on. In the next timeline, people are going to be able to cash in galaxies and roses to pay their mortgages. It's a completely different timeline. It's fun. People will get paid to have fun, to play, to dance. This is the new timeline. The new timeline to create, because the collective desires to experience something more than it has. So what we used to do in the past, the working overtime, where things were in our control, that is no longer the case anymore because the timeline has shifted. So what you will see in the 3D, in the matrix, the system, is a lot of businesses, big businesses, closing down. And that is because they are so out of touch with the collective. They have no idea that the shift has already happened. The shift has already happened. So big businesses that are out of touch with humanity, compassion, integrity, you will start to see them close because they can't keep the demand. People are going to start putting their money in places with intention. What feels good? It doesn't feel good to spend here and receive undervalue. That there has been a feeling of undervaluing. Okay, you're not getting what you pay for. So there is justice with this new timeline. So working hard, the things we used to do, we're going to start to see very specific systems in place to take care of those jobs that you no longer want to do. Because you are not here to work. If you are here, you are a creator. You are here to create. You will now be getting paid to create. And if you guys are here, you are also part of my own shift. And there's a large shift happening in the spiritual community. And I'm talking decades in advance. It's no longer going to be, especially if you're in the spiritual community, business to customer service any longer. It will no longer be the case because it taints the relationship. I desire to connect with the collective and lead them to the light much stronger than I do to get paid. What you see on the tarot chest, I just dropped how to activate your powers. These are the very last readings that you guys can get. Understanding how to connect with the universe, understanding how to activate your powers. You have abilities beyond the 5 senses. These are considered psychic abilities. The ability to see, the ability to know, the ability to feel, the ability to hear. And this is beyond the 5 senses. So all of that content for the last few months of this year will be available. And after that will no longer be available to the public. I am now just focusing on doing business with businesses, which is YouTube, are the bigger businesses, instead of business to customer. This is the shift to maintain the integrity and the purity of enlightenment and spirituality for it to be free. That is my desire. So that is the shift in even the light, to not hoard the light, okay? To not feel like we have to sell something to get something in return, all right? So there's a huge shift even with how we receive. Now, if you guys are here, Spirit is saying very clearly, you have worked so much, you have forgotten how to have fun. Remember that your desires are number one. So if you guys are here, a little bit about who you are. Okay, we're going to jump right into it. Yes, I'm going to be using the tarot cards just to give you guys clues because they're for you more than they are for me. They give you clues and insight into what the universe is saying. Out of all the cards that fell, this is the one that fell. You could be a Taurus, you don't have to be, but you absolutely are some sort of mentor, teacher, instructor. Okay, we have the Hierophant here. So first and foremost, I wanted to know who you are, and the Hierophant flew out. So you are one among many that will go first, okay? You are a pioneer. If you are here, you're being asked to change your perspective. Now, here is what is going on right now. The timelines are going like this, and if you have not made your decision yet, you could be seeing 222, 111, but really the twos, okay? And the twos are significant just for choice, decision, all right? We even have the 12 here, the hangman. So the ones and the twos are very significant. That's because this is a new beginning. This is an opportunity for you to take the leap and by just simply saying yes. Now, here is the thing. If you're here, whoever you are one of the most intelligent people on earth. This is the truth. You are that intelligent. You're so intelligent that you have surpassed intelligent in intuitiveness and in infinite intelligence, which is having communication with the universe and knowing something's going on without having verbal communication. You have senses. You are very gifted. If you are on this video, you are very rare. Part 2. You are very rare. So right now, Spirit is saying you're being asked to change your perspective. But here's the interesting thing. The hangman has spectators. So you are in the public eye. You're the one to go first. You're the one in the family to do it. People in the family are watching to see if you can do it. With the hangman here, they're spectating. You've been going through your growth period in front of the world, in front of others, in public, or will be, okay? You're shifting into that. There's so many messages here. But you are one of the high priestess that is walking on earth. You are someone who has insight. Now, even if you don't feel like you have quite expanded your awareness, you have a connection to someone who does. And even if you're connected to this channel, you're very blessed because you're connected to a pure source of light. This is not something that you can find elsewhere. This is a one-of-a-kind type of transaction. You would not be on this video. I do not say 0.01% lightly or 0.001% lightly. We're changing the way you even see numbers. Start to see more, expecting more, okay? So there is a shift taking place. You're being asked to change your perspective with the hangman. It seems like, here's the cool thing. Here's the biggest message. If you're here on this video, I heard Spirit say very clearly, it may look the same, okay? It may appear to be the same. It may look the same, even with the same people. But do not beat yourself up. Have patience with yourself. Have grace with yourself. Even though it looks the same, it doesn't feel the same. Okay? So that's what Spirit is saying. Even though it feels the same, even though it looks the same, it doesn't feel the same. Something feels different this time. So don't beat yourself up thinking I'm in the same position as I was and it's the same thing. You're a different person. Okay, I tweeted the beginning of 2025 that 2026 is going to be the year you thought 2025 was going to be. Okay. Now, the people who do not jump on this new timeline, it will be very obvious. It will be almost as if they're outdated, living in another world, still living in the old way of doing things. It's like they haven't updated their software consciously. These people are outdated. The music is outdated. The movies are outdated. You can see beyond them. Creators rise up. You are the creators of this world. If you are on this video, you are the next greatest creator of this timeline. It's time for you to see, though. It doesn't matter who tells you. You must see for yourself. So there are many things you had to go through in front of others to figure it out. And that's with the hangman here. We have at the very point, this is what Spirit is saying, at the very point of surrender is where all of the blessings come. The issue is that we think we have to struggle to surrender. When we start getting better at surrendering with trust and faith and building that connection with the universe, source, God, then we can allow the magic to work. If you're here, you're not just like everybody else. You're rare. You're one of a kind. There's only one of you, whoever you are. Okay, you're a teacher. Give me more about this person. We're going to talk about the 6 of the lovers, okay? Because this is quite certainly the year of love, okay? Very smart. We have the King of Swords. I like to call the King of Swords my Steve Jobs card. Inventor, intuitive, has a lot of ideas. Make sure that your ideas are coming from a place of love and not lack. These are the 2 different timelines. People who are living in lack will be working 2 to 3 jobs. People who are on the other timeline will not be working at all. If they are working, even if it's 1 job, if any, they're making more than the other timeline, working 3 jobs just as hard, if not harder, to make less. That is the 2 different timelines here. We have lack and we have love. Everyone who's doing things for money, that timeline is dying out. People will no longer bring their services there. People will no longer bring their love, their finances to places where they're not feeling that reciprocation of love, of trust, of compassion. If I'm eating your bagels, you better be in love with bagels. You better be flying all over the world to taste the best bagels because you're obsessed with the chemistry of bagels. Not just because you heard bagels makes a lot of money. Okay? And I'm hearing specifically, because I never have this message, Gen Z specifically for you, you're too creative to be in a rigid environment. Okay? So do not just jump into a career because of the dollar signs. Okay? Same thing as you artists jumping into labels because of the dollar sign. Lack and disparity is in this timeline. Okay, you either are going to choose, you're going to choose to be wealthy by doing what you love. So I'm not just doing this great idea because it's going to make me a lot of money, because the issue is it makes you a lot of money. And then if you don't love it, it doesn't sustain. The money doesn't sustain because it's not what you really desire. We talked about this in the last video for you, those of you who are the wealthiest. You love to spend it, but you don't love to keep it. There's a difference. So you're very witty is the word I just heard. Okay. You can be an air sign. Oh, my air signs. That's crazy because I had a message for you that I wrote down that came through meditation. Air signs. If you're Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is for you even more. Let this be a confirmation for you. Most brilliant, logical minds. Okay. You are the greatest students of the zodiac signs. Okay. The greatest students of the zodiac sign. Now I'm a Capricorn and I love to be a student. I love to teach. I love to be a student, but you are the greatest teachers, the greatest students, the greatest speakers, communicators, the voice of the people, but overall, the greatest students of the zodiac. You pull out the greatest teacher in people because of your inquisitiveness. Just don't allow your mind to be in the driver's seat, because remember, it's only one tool. Whoever you are, I'm hearing that for you. It's only one tool. Your mind is one tool, even with the 10 of swords here. Okay. Your mind is one tool. And the issue is we're misdiagnosing it, thinking that we have these things because we don't know how to use the mind. We don't know how to be one with the mind. The mind starts to get into overdrive and starts to plan. Remember, planning, strategizing, analyzing, rationalizing all comes from your ego. Your ego is yourself, your mind, your body. So your mind is not you. It's just a tool. And you're being asked to put it in the passenger seat and allow yourself to feel more. And let go. Stop trying. I'm hearing that. Stop trying. You've tried everything you could. You've tried every way. You've tried every card. You called every bank. You've done it all. And it should not take us to get there for us to say, okay, tag, universe, I'm ready now. I can use some help. I can use some help now, God. You there still? Can you hear me? So we're learning to surrender without the struggle, because it's at that point of the surrender that miracles happen. But you would have never known if you would have never let go entirely, not just a little bit, entirely. Okay? Let it all fall down is what I'm hearing. Okay? And what stands shall stand in love, shall stand on truth, because that's what you truly desire. Now, who am I speaking to? Give me one more clue. Okay, we got lots of air signs. Once again, I had that message coming in for you guys. Greatest students of the zodiac. Truly, I would say my most booked zodiac sign, I would say, is probably Gemini over the past few years. Gemini. I'd have to go look at the stats, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly air signs. Keeping me on my toes. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles. All right, a lot of you focus on finances, focusing on how to make this happen. Okay, yeah, I can't make it up. The 4 of Pentacles. All right. Struggling to figure some of these things out. We got the 10 of Wands. That is the card of struggle. Okay, that is the card of bearing a lot of weight. You're being asked to let go of what feels heavy to you. Who feels heavy to you right now in this time? It is your time to receive with the 6 of Pentacles. You are in the year of the 6. And even if you're after the 6 and you're here, you're still in the transition of reciprocity, receiving. And in order for you to receive, what's hindering this, Spirit? Let's get a message directly from your future self, your future self. Why are they here? Let them know. Your dreams and desires are the keys to your fulfillment. So you want to feel fulfilled. That void does not get filled by another person. That void does not get filled even by material things. The void is filled through fulfillment. When you feel one with yourself, you will feel at home. And I'm seeing that there is a departure for some of you, a departure away from what feels heavy and burdensome, even confusion. Confusion even feels heavy because you don't know, right? Now, being in the unknown is one thing, but being confused is a different feeling. All right. So you're being asked to trust that your dreams and your desires are the keys to get back to what those are. And anything that you're holding on to that feels like a lot to keep, you might want to consider letting go of. People, places, things. Okay. Some of you are starting a new career that's going to take off very soon. You've been patiently waiting, but once again, we got to go beyond focusing on just the finances, just the money, just the finances with the 4 of Pentacles. Let's see, why is Spirit saying 4 of Pentacles? Spirit, why did you give us the 4 of Pentacles? Thank you. The 3 of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying there's going to be help coming in with the support here. Okay. You have a team here that's going to be more aligned. Now, This could sound very tricky, but planning, once again, comes from your mind. There's no point of planning miracles. They just happen. They just align. You just allow them. Okay. So this is part of understanding more of the universe. Three of Pentacles, you have support. You will have community coming in. You are not going to be doing this by yourself. So that's why surrendering is so important. You must get used to not doing everything by yourself, because the wealth is also in the people that are assisting you. Okay, there's people assisting you. So it's not just wealth in dollars and resources, it's wealth in knowledge, it's expertise, people who have done this before. All right. And the theme of this new career is underlined in fun. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles, community, there's more help. So there's something the universe wants you to see when it comes to receiving more, where you're putting your energy. Your money is your currency. Currency is an energy. It is a flow, where you're putting that and putting it in places where you feel good and where it's intentional. Okay. So the Three of Pentacles, let's see why the Pentacles are here. You guys can definitely be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You could be really heavily focused on career. Once again, we're coming out of work mode, learning to work less. Work was programmed. You don't have to work. The services and the wisdom that you have is enough to provide in exchange for what you desire. Remember when we used to exchange donkeys and cattle? We're getting back to a different space of currency, a different place of expansion in consciousness, where there's more readily available to you, accessible at any time, at all times. You don't have to wait 2 weeks, 1 week, a day, an hour, instantaneously. This is the truth of the wealth consciousness. On the old timeline, they're not going to see that. They're going to think, they're going to try to do what they've always been doing, which is why they're introducing the AI model as a fear. Okay. But at the end of the day, you are connected to infinite intelligence. This trumps artificial intelligence. You are working together as one. The fear is just to keep you in check, the collective. Do not fall for anything that brings fear. Fear does not come from God. How do I know? Hey, even if you don't believe in anything else, how do you know? It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. And God is good. So if it does not feel good, it does not come from God. Okay, you're fine tuning your senses of discernment, even with the people around you, with more coming in. It's going to require 10 of Wands. Your toughest cycle is over. There is no more struggling to be had. You don't need to learn it anymore. You know it enough. So now it's getting yourself out of that program of, what do I have to do? Or what can I get done? Or that frantic survival. Okay, we're coming out of survival mode so that we can have more fun. If you're in a high vibration, if you're dancing, if you're having fun, if you're playing, if you're creating, that requires a high vibration. Your vibration is the most expensive asset that you have. So what affects it is important. How you feel around others, your environment, the state that you're in. Everything has an energy and a currency. You can be peace in a room full of chaos. But this is also like fighting the wave or walking on the wave. Choosing environments that are reflecting better versions of you. Okay, what you surround yourself with, what you're seeing is very important to see more abundance. Okay, so if you're wondering where your fulfillment is, it's in your dreams and desires. That's the only thing that can make you feel that. So Spirit is saying, save your time thinking it's this person or that or this car or this. It's that feeling of living your dream, aligning with your highest, most exciting desire. And remember, you're constantly evolving. All right, let's see. Oh, this came out. This flew out. The Eight of Pentacles, once again. We have a lot of pentacle energy here. The Devil flew out, so you can definitely be a Capricorn sign, Capricorn energy. Happy birthday, Capricorns. My birthday just passed. But you know what? We are timeless. We are timeless beyond any date, any year. The devil is here, okay? So why is the devil here? Spirit, future self, you have a message for them. This flew out. What do you want them to know? Text us what you want to know. Thank you. Be free to express yourself. You need nothing. So Spirit is saying, don't give into that voice that says, okay, you need a better camera. You need a better car. You need this. You need that. Remember, it's a good idea if it's easy. Success comes to those who find it easy to do what they're doing. It comes easy. Whereas it may be a little bit harder for someone else, where Steph Curry it's easy. That's why it's fun, right? What's fun is easy. That's what's fun about it. You know you're talented because what? It's easier for you. So you could be an athlete. That's your confirmation. That whatever comes easy to you and natural to you is a gift that you are not to overlook here. Okay. And even this person painting pentacles, Spirit is saying, bring your manifestations to life. This person desires to have more pentacles. They might be a collector of pentacles. So guess what they're going to receive in their world? Pentacles. What you put out, you receive. You put out love, you receive love. You're doing this just because you're making money. You start getting clients that are just doing it just because they want to make money. And when you lose touch with the love, what are we doing this for? What was the whole point of this? So Spirit is saying, one, don't cave into the beliefs that you need anything. You need nothing. You have everything you need right now. Everything you need. Okay. You have a lot more coming to you resources wise. And it's because of your expertise. Okay. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is someone who's worked a long time. You have a lot of expertise in whatever this is. Even if you haven't picked up brushes in a long time. Some of you are, well, you know, I'm a little rusty. That's how good you are. You're so good. You could take a break, be rusty, come back and still sound better than most. You're that good. So you really just have to accept yourself, okay? Accept yourself and do not wait for people to see you or see you in your greatness. You must see yourself. Be aware of yourself. You need nothing. What else is your future self? You're not meant for everyone, okay? The 10 of Wands on the 10 of 10 cycles. You've been going through cycles with people or a person. What is Spirit? What do you want them to know? Spirit saying 2 of Pentacles, make a decision, make a concrete, certain decision. A lot of you, your manifestations are on layaway because they're still yours because you haven't decided. You think you have, but you're going back and forth. It's an unsettling feeling here. And it's very confusing for the universe because you're putting in your requests in your order, but you keep going back and forth. And you're like, wait a minute, did I add a side to that? Okay, cool. Can I get those extra crispy? Okay, hold on. Can I get a drink with that? Like, you're not certain. So one, slow down so that when you put in your request, when you sync with your desire, because that's really what putting in your request is. The universe, source, God already knows before you put in the request. It's already yours. That's why you feel that feeling, okay? You have to trust that feeling that you're feeling. It is your intuition. It is your confirmation. You are that connected with your spirit that you can feel what most humans on this planet cannot feel. And that's an intuitive sense in your gut, which is why what you're putting in your gut is also going to be very important in this next timeline. In fact, food will not taste the same in this next timeline. You will be desiring vibrancy on your tongue. Like, I'm just seeing it. Purple potatoes, oranges, just because the color, okay? It's the way you used to see things and feel things is not the same. You're so much more sensitive than you used to be. Okay, I'm just here as an energy reader, reading the energy. I have collectively volunteered as tribe leader to lead the light tribe on planet Earth, to light up the world with truth, with their creations, with their life. Your life is your art. It's being expressed through your art, through your creations, through your words. All right? Spend some time focusing on the best creation, which is yourself. Spend some time in the mirror and just connect with yourself. It's deep. If you're here, you've reached a level of enlightenment very few people on earth reach. You've asked questions they have yet to even come to the conclusion to ask. You're not meant for everyone. You're rare. The cycle is over with these people. If it was meant to blossom in that timeline, it would have already. Allow people to catch up with you if they're meant to align with you. Where there is alignment, there is success, there is abundance, there is love, there is compassion, there is ease. Remember, when you put the key in the lock and you turn it, it's easy because it's meant to be. It's a perfect fit, just like every single thing that's meant for you. Every person, everything, every place should feel like a perfect fit. That's what we should be feeling for, not planning. Okay, you're way too advanced to be planning. Give me some more information about who they are. Okay, we have the King of Wands here. Okay, so this is something you're coming into, your creative self, getting to know yourself on a deep level as if there were treasures locked inside of you that you have yet to unlock. Okay, so Ace of Swords, you have a completely new perspective. This is the new timeline. The new timeline is what feels easy that I could share with others. Now, if you decide to share with a lot of people, expect to receive a lot. That's where true abundance comes from. The internet is a portal, and it is what helps you make what you desire come to life by speaking into it. So we are leading the consciousness to a higher perspective, one where there is more joy, one where we are enjoying our life and exploring, evolving, experiencing, and you will be part of that leadership. The star at the bottom, Aquarius energy. Can't make it up. You're the star. You're the star. You're the light in their life. You're the light that will shine in the darkest parts of the planet. Artists, musicians, painters, collectors, teachers, you're here on the channel. This is the greatest of all time. You're here on this channel, being led to the light. You will understand the greatest creations come from love, and that is God. That is source in the universe. And those who are not connected, it will be very obvious in their creations. It's like food. You will taste it and say, this is missing seasoning. This is missing something. And that's something you have. That's something you know. So if you're on this video, it's not by coincidence that you chose this video out of all videos. You're ready to hear that this next timeline, it's almost like a back door, like, psst, the universe is saying, over here. It's much easier. You can play. You can have fun. As long as you're not hoarding your creations. Spirit, what do you want them to know moving forward? They're on this video. They're rare. Why? Okay, you're the star. We have the Lovers. We're coming back around to the Lovers and the Nine of Swords. Some of you have been finding it very challenging. Okay, in this timeline, you have overcome this, many of you, but to find people of purity. And I'm telling you, they're here. They're here in the comments. They're here on the videos. They're here. They are the highest vibrational tribe on this planet. What is levitating our vibration is the truth. And the truth feels good because it brings you ease and relief. Now, to the ego, the truth might hurt because you had all these plans and this didn't work out. And this is why we don't plan. Instead, we feel for our desires in the future. And when we feel and we connect, we know, I must have that. That must be mine already because I feel a connection with it. I feel a connection with them, even your person. You have a very specific person that is being coordinated. And so your lovers, you're being asked to expand your heart, to receive. Your relationships may not look traditional. The people that you're dating, people may have opinions about this. So it's been a struggle, it seems like, to just find people who love you for you, is what I'm hearing. What else are you saying, Spirit? Why is this Lover's card here with the Nine of Swords? What do you want them to know? You need no reason to be worthy of abundance because you just are, okay? It's like a tree saying, what do I need to do to be tall? You just are, okay? So you have to accept that you just are. You just are abundant. Abundant in what? Abundant meaning you have more than enough wisdom, more than enough to do what you desire. Look again is what Spirit is saying. Look again. Look as if you missed somewhere, almost as if you're expecting that there should be more. Spirit is also saying you need no reason to feel worthy of having more than one lover. Okay. Now, for some of you, that means one thing. For others of you, it just means you've had a relationship, you love them, and you've had another relationship. I'm even hearing some of you may have lost people, okay, who have crossed over sooner. Okay. That was another thing that came up. So it's almost like Spirit is saying, expand yourself to love again, to love more, to love deeper, whether you're already in a connection, whether you're desiring to go deeper, desiring to attract a connection, because with the Lovers here, we also have Geminis in reverse. I'm seeing that this is something that has kept you up at night. This is something that you have been trying to figure out. When is this person? What is this about? Give me confirmation on the Lovers in reverse. For whoever's here, thank you. Six of Cups. There is a person. That's your confirmation. Can you just accept that and allow them to come in? That's the thing with the desires. We got to accept and just allow. If you knew it was coming, right? And that's what we do. We check the delivery and we're refreshing. It would arrive sooner if we stopped looking for it. It would arrive sooner. They would arrive sooner. And there is no rush. However, patience with yourself, never the universe or God or source, because that's not the holdup here. That's not the holdup. The holdup is your resistance to receiving more. Any pause, anything that you guys can think of right now, conjure it up. Come on. What's blocking you? You think you got blockages? You think something's negatively affecting you? You think this person, whatever it is, let's pull it out. It comes down to your openness to receive. The universe is not broken. Breaking news. The universe is not broken. The universe is here to grant your wishes like a genie. It's truly that easy. You have me rhyming. You guys could be in musicals. You could be in plays. You could be a lyricist. You could be a songwriter. This is just your energy coming through. Whoever you are, you attracted this video. We are all one conglomerate. And this is the energy. This goes beyond theory. This is absolute truth for all the scientists and the engineers. Because even your theories require some sort of faith that what you're saying is true. So this goes beyond opinion. This goes beyond theory. This goes beyond any voodoo, witchcraft, or spiritual things. You have the ability to communicate with the universe directly. And the cards are just simply clues. And we ask the universe, what do you want us to know today? Okay, the universe says, hey, grab that deck. How do I know? I felt the nudge to grab the deck. And I know that whatever comes of this deck is what you truly need to hear. I trust it solely because I am not making this happen. There's beauty in the coincidence, okay? There's beauty in the coincidence. We have self-worth on top of worthy. Things happen when they are supposed to. Once again, if it came too soon, you probably wouldn't even seen it. You may have even resisted it, pushed it away because you don't feel worthy of receiving more without doing anything, or with doing only what you enjoy. We're used to hard work pays off, hard work and reward. You get rewards for working hard. That's the old timeline. The universe wants to bring to you that you are worthy of overcoming any challenges and improving your life in whatever way you wish. You wouldn't have found this video. You had a desire to hear a message to confirm that your desires are the truest parts of you. That burning feeling you get with excitement in your soul, that's what you should be looking for. Feel around until you feel that. You play a little bit of guitar. Nope, I don't feel that. Play a little bit of flute. Don't feel that. You jump out of a few planes. You skydive. That was great. You feel around for experiences. Rather, what do I have to do today? And how can I make this happen? You do not need to change to earn what you desire or what the universe wants to bring to you. This is the hardest part, not doing anything. The universe is saying, get out of the way. But the problem is, it's not until we surrender that the lever is pushed and clicked in, and we finally let go, that letting go, and just, okay, universe, I don't know what else I can do. That feeling should become more comfortable, because that's a relieving feeling. You're not supposed to know. You didn't put the sun up this morning. You didn't make the earth spin. You're not holding gravity in place. The universe is still playing a part. So we've got to let go of control and trust that things are happening when you're ready to receive. And sometimes you're just not ready. So Spirit, what do you want them to know from the angel deck? Focus. Spirit wants you to focus. Focus on what? What do you want them to focus on, Spirit? And all I'm doing is flowing and asking. Hey, Spirit, and I so happen to have cards to let me know. Hey, Spirit, to feel good is to feel God. If you feel good, you're worthy of it. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Yes. How can you not be worthy of God? God is good. How can you not be worthy of God? So I can choose what I want to focus on. As you work on your goals, recognize you need to take a step back and really focus on what you are trying to accomplish. Whether you are starting a new goal or already in the midst of it, the angels are urging you to have a good organization and lots of preparation in place. So what are you doing? You're preparing for what you already know is destined. What do you already know? The things that are at the core of your soul that you cannot let go of. I'm not talking about a want. I'm speaking of a desire, something that has been instilled in you since a child. Focus on just that, because when you do, your vibration and your energy is shifting, and that's changing things in your reality. Even if you don't see them exactly instantaneously in the physical world, there are shifts. Now, remember, the theme of this message is it looks the same, but it doesn't feel the same. And I'm talking about your life. It might look the same. It might look like same city. It might look like same friends. It might look like same relationship. It might look like the same. Or you have taken the leap and completely already jumped. And this is just simply your confirmation that you are ahead of most. So Spirit is saying, hey, slow down and take the time to simply savor and be. The angels would like to introduce you to the art of being, to just simply be and receive by being. Now that's the level of mastery that you're moving towards. That's an alchemist. That is a magician. Pay attention to every step. Leave time for conversation. Eat slowly. Be deliberate and aware of your actions. So slow down with where you're putting your money. That's why when you're getting certain things back, and it's like your money is representing your energy when you're spending it. If you're excited, you're so looking forward to this meal, and yes, I was looking forward to this, the food is going to come out delicious. Love. Okay. But if it's coming from a different place, whether it's urgency, whether it's just to get out of the way, whoever's making it will also be in the energy of urgency. You are what you attract. We have to understand we live in a vibrational universe. There it is. We can look at the math At the end of the day, the math is all aligning to the absolute truth of the universe, that this is a vibrational world. Einstein was onto something, but someone, maybe someone here, will pick up the baton and continue the studies of quantum physics, where science and spirituality meets, where the 3D and the 5D actually meets. But that's at the brink of creativity and consciousness. You will be some of the greatest teachers to live if you're here. If you're hearing my voice right now, remember me saying this. You will be one of the greatest teachers to live. Someone around you is so thankful for your teachings, for your wisdoms, for your expertise. Don't overlook it, and you don't have to charge for it. The right people will see the value and want to give. Okay? We're shifting into love, into connection, into community, into support groups. We're getting back to the basics. 1 + 1. Before there was division. Okay? And that's why all of the people that are mass producing, a lot of businesses with mass production, we're going to see go out of business, because there's no way you're keeping in touch with millions to billions of people and maintaining that integrity of goodness, right? How can you talk to every single customer? How can you maintain that intimacy? So we got to get back to the basics, because a lot of people have been doing things for money, and this is inauthentic, because you're doing it for a reason. And without that, you wouldn't be there doing it. So it robs everyone of the authentic experience. And that's the shift that we're seeing right now in the world. If you are here, you are on the timeline of more joy, okay? More vibrancy. You will be a joy generator in the people around you, bringing the most life. Just make sure yourself feels good and honored around these people, meaning feeling good and honored to share a space with you. This angel reminds you that when you choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, you are setting yourself up for success and contentment in areas of your life. When you feel happy, you manifest more reasons to be happy. So when you are happy and when you're in joy, it moves your vibration up to a higher space, to where you can then attract more into your life because of the vibration. So vibration alone is the greatest asset that you have, because it's what attracts everything. It's what's creating everything. It's what's deciding everything. So what's the last message that you have as we're closing? You are stronger than any giant. Once again, Spirit wants you to know you have bold courage, bravery, and that you are being called to be the next leader, a leader in your space, in the new timeline. And whatever you're doing will be filled with joy. Joy, so much joy, you're able to express yourself. You see here, she has a multicolor hair. Much more expression of self, much more acceptance of self. So if you guys are here, this is your energy reading for now. You are shifting into one of your greatest timelines. Allow the shift. Celebrate the shift. You made it. You leaped and you landed. I'm out.